Happy Monday. Here I sit, and this is what's on my mind. On Sunday, Pastor Todd challenged us to read a stanza of Psalm 119 every day until we were done. Actually, to be more specific, he challenged us to do that last Sunday. One stanza every day for 2 weeks. Psalm 119 reminds us, in the words of the psalmist, how important God's word is to the author that recorded these words, and how important God's word is to us. So, in being challenged to do that, one stanza every day, I promptly fell behind. And I don't know if you're like me or not, but if you are, maybe you're behind too. And tonight I came home and I put my truck up and I put my coveralls on and I got ready to do the stuff. Like we've all got stuff, right? There's things to do. There's things to get ready for. My truck sounds, well, it doesn't sound like it should. It's got a deep rumble that indicates there's something wrong. So on tonight's list is to fix it, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to say is, if I've learned anything this week, I'm preparing for a funeral later this week. If I've learned anything, time is finite. We don't get any more of it, and we don't all of a sudden just find some. We've got to create it. And so if I'm going to read a stanza of the Psalms often, I've got to just sit down and do it. And so that's what I was struck by as I prepared to fix my truck. And if you're like me, finding time is difficult. Maybe you're behind on this challenge. Maybe you didn't even know about it. I'm going to invite you to join me in it right now. I'm going to read them. I'm going to read them out loud for people like me maybe that are behind. So by my count, we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 8. That's 9 rather stanzas that I'm behind. So I'm going to read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. Just inviting you to pause with me. Read along if you want. I'm in the Christian Standard Bible. Just listen if you want. I'm just saying, if you're behind, don't worry about it. The point is, get into God's word. Let's read together. How happy are those whose way is blameless, who walk according to the Lord's instruction. Happy are those who keep his decrees and seek with him all their heart. They do nothing wrong. They walk in his ways. You have commanded that your precepts be diligently kept. If only my ways were committed to keeping your statutes, then I would not be ashamed when I think about all your commands. I will praise you with an upright heart when I learn your righteous judgments. I will keep your statutes, never abandon me. How can a young man keep his way pure? By keeping your word. I have sought you with all my heart. Don't let me wander from your commands. I have treasured your word in my heart so that I might not sin against you. Lord, may you be blessed. Teach me your statutes. With my lips I proclaim all the judgments from your mouth. I rejoice in the way revealed by your decrees, as much as in all riches. I will meditate on your precepts and think about your ways. I will delight in your statutes. I will not forget your word. Deal generously with your servant so I might live. Then I will keep your word. Open my eyes so that I may contemplate wondrous things from your instruction. I'm a resident alien on earth. Do not hide your commands from me. I am continually overcome with longings for your judgment. You rebuke the arrogant, the ones under a curse who wander from your commands. Take insult and contempt away from me, for I have kept your decrees. Though princes sit together, speaking, it's windy out here. Speaking against me, your servant will think about your statutes. Your decrees are my delight and my counselors. My life is down in the dust. Give me life through your word. I told you about my life, and you answered me. Teach me your statutes. Help me to understand the meaning of your precepts so that I can meditate on your wonders. I am weary from grief. Strengthen me through your word. Keep me from the way of deceit and graciously give me your instruction. I've chosen the way of truth. I have set your ordinances before me. I cling to your decrees. Lord, do not put me to shame. I pursue the way of your commands, for you broaden my understanding. Teach me, Lord, the meaning of your statutes, and I will always keep them. Help me understand your instruction, and I will obey it and follow it with all my heart. Help me stay on the path of your commands, for I take pleasure in it. Turn my heart to your decrees and not to dishonest profit. Turn my eyes from looking at what is worthless. Give me life in your ways. Confirm what you said to your servant, for it produces reverence for you. Turn away the disgrace I dread. Indeed, your judgments are good. How I long for your precepts. Give me life through your righteousness. Let your faithful love come to me, Lord, your salvation as you promised. Then I can answer the one who taunts me, for I trust in your word. Never take the word of truth from my mouth, for I hope in your judgments. I will always obey your instruction forever and ever. I will walk freely in an open place because I study your precepts. I will speak of your decrees before kings and not be ashamed. I delight in your commands, which I love. I will lift up my hands to your commands, which I love, and I will meditate on your statutes. Remember your word to your servant. You have given me hope through it. This is my comfort in my affliction. Your promise has given me life. The arrogant constantly ridicule me, but I do not turn away from your instruction. Lord, I remember your judgments from long ago and find comfort. Rage seizes me because of the wicked who reject your instruction. Your statutes are the theme of my song. During my earthly life, Lord, I remember your name in the night and I obey your instruction. This is my practice. I obey your precepts. The Lord is my portion. I have promised to keep your words. I have sought your favor with all my heart. Be gracious to me according to your promise. I thought about my ways and I turned my steps back to your decrees. I hurried, not hesitating to keep your commands. Though the ropes of the wicked were wrapped around me, I did not forget your instruction. I rise at midnight to thank you for your righteous judgments. I'm a friend to all who fear you, to those who keep your precepts. Lord, the earth is filled with your faithful love. Teach me your statutes. Lord, you have treated your servant well, just as you promised. Teach me good judgment and discernment, for I rely on your commands. Before I was afflicted, I went astray. But now I keep your word. You are good, and you do what is good. Teach me your statutes. The arrogant have smeared me with lies, but I obey your precepts with all my heart. Their hearts are hard and insensitive, but I delight in instruction. It was good for me to be afflicted so I could learn your statutes. Instruction from your lips is better for me than thousands of gold and silver pieces. I just ended at verse 72. You're officially caught up all the way to Monday if you were like me and you're behind. It took, I don't know, because I forgot to look at the time. It took not that long. And as the traffic behind me reminds me, the world didn't pause. The world didn't stop to create for me the space to sit down and read that, nor did it stop to create for you the space to sit down and read it or listen to it. Or we actually had to, I had to stop. I had to pause and just do it. I had to put a priority on it. So if you were behind, you're caught up. If you weren't behind, hopefully you're inspired to continue. And I'm going to go back to what I need to be doing. But what I really needed to do, I think, was just pause. And I was challenged to share that with you. It's not about being perfect. It's about making space for God's word in your life. Psalm 119, a stanza a day. You're caught up to today. Keep it going. Happy Monday evening.